introducing myself. My name is Precious Mofnaya, and I always say I'm an excited people. And I'm always excited about it. I'm an assistant manager in Pwan. I have a good number of team members that are in my team, and we are doing so well. God has been so faithful to us. And I'm a banker turned real estate. Initially, when I was working in the bank, I didn't even know a woman or a lady can do land in the first place. So I see it as a man's job. Anything that has to do with land or anything that has to do with car, fixing car, I say no, it's a man's job. It's not for women. My upline came to me and said, Precious, what do you do? I told her. She said, I would like to introduce you to my company. I said, what do you guys do? She said, we sell land and network. I said, oh, no, please forget it. Land, network, I'm not interested. I didn't even want to hear her. She talked. I said, my dear, I'm not interested. But she didn't give up on me anyway. She persisted. And one day like this, just like you came here today, sitting down looking at me, I said, let me give it a try. One Tuesday, and it was on a Tuesday like this, I walked up to our head office at Shongotedo. When I got to the office there, lo and behold, the person who was facilitating happens to be a lady. So when I came, I said, so women, ladies can do this business. So when she now started introducing herself, she said, and she happens to be an ED in one of the affiliates today. She is Evangelist Vera. Okay. ED of P1 Premium. So when she was talking, she then said that I used to work in the bank. I say, wow. So a woman, and she used to work in the bank, and now she's doing real estate. And that was how I sat down like you. I listened to her talk. By the end of the training, my upline told me even about registering with 1650. But by the time she was through with the training, I told her I'm not registering. Go for the big one. Do you know why? I needed to go an extra mile to commit myself to this, because I came and there was this peace that I'm at the right place. That's number one. And secondly, that this thing works. It works. Because by the time you will hear the testimony or the story of the founders, you will know it works. And then by the time you will hear the testimony of people that from nothing came up and they are in this business, you will know it works. So I just told myself, I have this and I want to do it big time. And that was how I started. Until today, it has been the journey from glory to glory. From testimony to testimony, it keeps getting better. And I want to let you know, so many people will tell you that this 2020, that they don't even want, you will hear saying all sorts of things on social media. I don't want 2020 to be recorded as part of the year that they've spent. But I want to tell you, for me, this 2020 has been the best year so far.
For me too.
Even in my P1 business, it has been the best. The success I recorded this year has been amazing. So why am I telling you this? I just want you to clear up your mind and listen to what we have to say to you today. And if it can work for me, it will work for you. If it can work to all the people that you're going to hear about their success stories. Alright, so we are starting immediately. What we're going to talk about is making home ownership dream a reality. Making home ownership a reality. What we are here to talk about. Single person here that didn't come from a home. Is there anybody here that's left? Everybody here came from a home. And we are here to teach you how to make home ownership dream a reality. Let's tell you what P1 is all about. P1 is an acronym for Property World African. It means Property World African Network. So they started in 2012. The real estate marketing and information company that adopted network marketing. That's the first real estate company that introduced network marketing into their business. So every other real estate company that is doing it today, they copied it from Pwan. Yes. Over her 8 years of existence, Pwan has empowered thousands of people, of which I'm one of them, and some of us here too, looking at me, has empowered a lot of people, families, giving them a source of earning. So many people have gotten cars, so many people have gotten, received alarm. We don't call it alert anymore. It's the kind of that when it hits your account, your phone will vibrate, even you will vibrate to even pick the phone. So these are the things Pwan have done. Thousands have seen their lives transformed. So many people that have never even thought of going to Cotonou have traveled to Dubai, traveled to South Africa, to Mauritius, UK, America, in an all-expense paid trip. And do you know the beautiful part? Any of those trips, Pwan will always put you in correct, not sometimes there is a difference that when you plan to travel on your own, you will be economizing money. As when you want to travel to UK, you say, okay, I have a brother there, let me just spot in this place. But this one, Pwan will not allow you to spot. They will put you in a 5-star hotel. That's how they treat us. Pwan has positioned to grow financial heroes through the power of real estate network marketing. So that's what Pwan is all about. And it's been an amazing journey, just like I said. So our vision is to make home ownership dream a reality. Take very close cognizance of this, please. The vision is to make home ownership dream a reality. Then the mission to help us achieve this vision is to discover the why I say you should take cognizance of this is because I know that some of you, maybe by the time you will meet some clients, you talk to them about, they'll tell you, the land, they're telling me about the land and it's this. So this is the reason. We discover affordable land in fast developing areas. And we make this known to you and also show you how you can make money to buy this land. When Pwan started, we discovered land. Pwan entered inside the Bejuleki. When most people don't even think about anything coming out from there. Pwan entered into Ibejuleki. They discovered, because with the infrastructures that are coming up there, Pwan now discovered that these are fast developing areas. And that anybody that should own, even if it's a plot of land there, will be a millionaire tomorrow. So they discover these lands, they make it known to the public through you. And then they will also teach you how so that you will not end up being a signboard telling people great things are happening in Ibej. Great things are happening, then you don't have your own. So they will also teach you how you can make money, buy land, build your own home, and make money to buy your own home. And that's why we are here today. So our core values is that one, we are accountable. We are accountable, and then we are responsible. We are people of integrity. We are service oriented and will render excellent service. Note this. If you follow this very well, let me tell you, one client alone can link you up to many other clients that you never even thought of meeting in your life. When you are accountable, you are responsible in delivering your service. You are a person of integrity. You tell them the truth. If you're selling it, you make sure that you've gone there, you've seen the land. If they're asking you, I will go to that, tell us how I got to where I am today. And then we are service oriented. Don't count the commission first. Most of the time somebody tells you, I want to buy 10 acres. Some people will just be running. He said he wants to buy 10 acres or 100 acres. You will now, all the energy you have, you will now devote it in pursuing. At the end of the day, they are not even doing that. Why? What is even pushing you? Is the commission, because you calculated 50% of 100. Then let me tell you, service pays. Service pays. So in Pwan we are service oriented and we render excellent service. One of the things that got me attracted to Pwan was that when I was working in the bank, because I know that in bank is the same service that I worked with Diamond and Fidelity. I know that that it's the same products that we sell in those banks that other banks sells to. So how do I convince her to leave GTB and bank the current account? Is the same savings account. They give loan, they give everything. So how will I? It's service. It's service, and excellent service that will make her now leave her, because what would a cousin or a relation that is working in GT, she might decide to open an account. To make her leave that GT and open an account with me is because of this service. So have it at the back of your mind. If you render an excellent service, it will draw a lot of clients to you. So these are our companies. Dr. Austin Ozioma Omubere and Dr. Mrs. Jane Obioma Omubere. These are the founders. They founded Pwan in 2012. If you hear the story of this couple, before 2012, they slept in over 20-something churches between Aja and Shogote. Sleeping, homeless. They are homeless. They will go to this church, maybe sleep for some time. After a while, they will be asked to move. And that was how they kept on moving until they founded Pwan. So you see why we are passionate about making home ownership dream a reality, so that people cannot be homeless. So this is a brief history of them, of how they founded Pwan. They 100,000 naira to rent a house, to rent a flat. Out of this wilderness experience, Pwan was vetted, and today, the story has changed. The homeless couple who were at the time spotted from place to place ended up building a brand which has in turn created several landlords and millionaires in real estate industry. My 6 years plus or 7 years working in the bank, I can't remember in 1 month that I received an alert that is up to 1 million. With all that I know I did very well in those 2 months. I can't remember getting an alert together 1 million. And maybe there might be people that maybe the EDs, all those ones up there that it never happened to me. But when I came to Pwan, I aimed my first 1 million in Pwan. So when they said that they make people landlords and millionaires in real estate, it is true. At least I'm one of them. The brand started as Pwan Homes and it has expanded in mind. Today we have over 15 affiliates, I think 16 or 17 affiliates that we have today in Pwan, a business that started in 2012. That's amazing. Please, can we clap for Pwan? Very, very good. From 2016 into 2019, other affiliates were vetted and all that. And most of the affiliates, the EDs and the MDs are once partners like you that just came the way you came today, seated to the MDs and the EDs. Alright, let's continue. So these are the affiliates. Pwan Homes, Edge, Plus, Premium, Heritage, Haven, Prime, Legend, Stars, Lekki, Royal, Pro, Legacy, Advantage, Max, Signature, and so you can put your name.
Yes.
Like for me, Pwan Precious. So you put your name. It's still counting. Yes. So don't think it has ended. So just like I said earlier on, you are the first real estate network marketing company in the whole world. We are the first real estate network marketing in the whole world. How do we operate to make home ownership a reality? We introduce network marketing into real estate because of its multi-level compensation. Is there anyone here you've done network marketing before? No. This is your first time. Okay, you've done it before. Sorry. Okay, you've done it. So we introduce network marketing into real estate because of its multi-level compensation plan. One of the things I love so much about Pwan is that if you study the compensation plan and you understand it very well, you will go to sleep because it works. There are some of these network marketing, they are called network marketing, but they are Ponzi schemes as well, because the way the compensation plan works is not something that will last. But when you study P1 net compensation plan, you will know that it is something that will stand the test of time. It works. So as the first ever company to incorporate network marketing into real estate globally, we empower people to make an honest living through real estate markets, and also show them how to acquire affordable properties at zero cost, as well as show them how they can make money and buy their own homes. This we have done consistently for 8 years. P1 presents, we are presently in 13 states now. You can see the states. We are in Lagos, we are in Oyo, Edo, Delta, Anambra. In fact, one of the newest land we have in Anambra is even from my town. When I saw it, I called my dad and I said, "That the P1 is in that." I said, "We are now in my town." So we are in Enugu, we are in Imo, Rivers, Abia, Akwa Ibom, Abuja, and we have states of, and we are looking forward to moving into other states. So we market property using the network marketing system. This is how it works. When you come on board, we expected at least a minimum of 5 people. When you bring those 5 people, you train them and let them bring their 5. Let me tell you why we use this model. The Bible says that, I'll talk about the Bible because I'm a Christian. The Bible said that when God made man in Genesis, he made man in his image. That as a result of sin, man now things changed the way they are. God looked for a way to bring man back. And that was why he sent Jesus. And Jesus coming to earth is God himself, but he came in the form of a man. So now when he came, for him to achieve his purpose, what did he do? He had to use network marketing. He could have done everything on his own. He is God, is he not? He could have said, okay, churches everywhere, everybody be a Christian, everybody be born again. No. But what did he do? The very first thing Jesus did was that after his baptism and all that, he went looking for his apostles. Let me tell you, this model, it works. And even till today, churches do that. When you come to church, in my own church, I worship in Christ Embassy, and we believe so much in going out to win souls. Why are we doing that? When I come to church today and I hear the word of God, I will go out, I will tell you what God did, I will invite you to my church. You will come. By the time you come and hear, you will go and you will bring the people. And before you know it, that's how the church is growing. So this was what Jesus did. He was the one that introduced network marketing. And if you use this model, it works. Bring 5 people, train those 5 people the way Jesus trained his disciples. Send them. They will go and bring the people in their network. And as they are working, those people come in, they go out and they bring more. It counts for you. Till 8th generation, it keeps counting. Do you get? So it's not a one-man's work. It's not something that you just say, please, I beg, I don't want insult. I don't want. You just have to learn how to work with people. There are some people that might prove very difficult, but by the time you take them through training, they will understand how it works. And that's how it works. The P1 is everywhere today. It's not only the chairman and the GMP that are doing it. It's because they designed the model, they showed us, and we bought into it, and everybody is running with it. And everybody is busy going out, bringing people from. There are people that you know that I don't need them in life, but you are the only one that can talk to them and bring them in. And before that's how your team will grow. And whatever those people do, because it's a network marketing team, you will get. We are coming to that. So this was our first ambassador in P1. One beautiful thing about this is that P1 giving you commission, paying you a commission, and things that follows, meaning that there are promos within a specific period and you meet those start paying you your commission, you will still get something. So she came out as the first ambassador. This ambassador. And as an ambassador in P1, you are entitled first and foremost to a brand new tear rubber car. It's not Tokum. Tear rubber. How many of us have entered the tear rubber car? You know, it's not the same thing with all those. Tear rubber car. Please. Let me tell you, as I'm talking to you, just be seeing yourself in one. Because we are not going, let me tell you, you're not going to drive that car in heaven. It's not on earth. All those cars they are producing, we're going to drive it here. When we get to heaven, we don't need car. Then this is another ambassador we have. Right now, they are that's her, and then this is her husband. Right now, they are the MD and CEO of P1 Star. This is Ambassador Tosi, that's her husband. Then this is Ambassador Wefi, he is now the MD of P1 Heritage. I told you, as a partner today, he's an MD. He's an MD of P1 Heritage. And this is Ambassador Ebere. She is the Superstar Ambassador in 2017. In 2017, we had about 4 or 5 ambassadors, but she came out as the Star Ambassador. And this is Ambassador Vera. She was the lady I said I was talking the day I came in. Well, she was a banker. Now this is Ambassador Sweet Season. He is the MD of P1 Bazaar presently. This is Ambassador Chinedu, offline. Then this is Ambassador Inyola, the MD of P1 Edge. And then this is Ambassador Priska. She was ambassador in 2018, Superstar Ambassador Priska. And then Ambassador Funke, an ambassador of P1 Plus in 2018 too. And then these are current ambassador. You see her card, this is her card, the day it was given of March this year. Correct. Hi. You know, in this kind of car, when you're there, even last man will not stop. But they say last man or stand, they will even come. You know? So this was given to her on the 12th of this month. Amazing. And then things that we enjoy in P1 are all expense paid trips. This was South Africa in 2013. This was Dubai 2019. See? And you know, when they went to Dubai in 2019, they were like, this Yomi. These are Alex. This guy, the act movie. And then what's the name of this one now? Aiko Buna. I think that's the AY. They met them in Dubai. This was London 2018. All expense paid trip. This is USA 2018. All expense paid trip. Do you know this conference when I came to POI and I heard about them going to USA, that conference, Warren's conference, GoPro, as of 2018, registration alone was $800. To register is $800. Then you will now get your visa, get your flight, and pay for the hotel. And you know, hotel in New York is usually very expensive. But you can imagine doing all that, registering, help you get your visa, flight, put you in the 5-star hotel. All expense paid trip. That was what happened here. And then this was partners retreat in Accra, Ghana last year. In fact, when we got to Ghana, they knew that Nigerians can they were out. They knew, in fact, they had to organize cultural dances. If you see the way they received us, it was mind blowing. Because even the hotel, in fact, each time we come out for breakfast or for lunch, because it's a buffet, all the people in the hotel, they say Nigerians. was amazing. And then, aside from the all expense paid trips, enjoy, there's what we call performance bonus. You know, that's why I said that when you understand the structure very well, you will run with it. You know, working in the bank, I know that there's what we call performance bonus that the bank early each year, in January. At the end of the year, they will declare their profits, and from that profit they will bring out a fraction and share to their staff. You know, so most times in January you look forward to it because you know by December you spent a lot. So by January, once you get that your profit, you use it for one thing or the other. So coming to realize that P1 pays performance bonuses after they've given you, paid you your commission, giving you incentives, taking you for all expense paid trip if you qualify, giving you car and all those things. They will still, from the profit they made, they will share. So this was how this man, Joseph, got this. That was the thing. He got 972 as profit share for 2016. Then this 2018, meaning was what she did in 2017. She got 2-point-something million. It's amazing. And then this was last year. See me there, up there, precious not mine. We got ours. It was given to us this year during our convention. So by the end of this year now, next year March, we will go and receive. You know? So, and it's just amazing. And all you need to do is to make sales not less than from 15 million in 5 different affiliates. Make sure that you make sales from 5 different affiliates. So be from a minimum of 15, no, it's 5, maybe it's 5. Within the year from January to December, I will qualify for it. So depending on the amount that you made for that year, determine what your profits or performance bonus will be. So this is the evolution of the P1 model. When the P1 brand started in 2012, many people got empowered through the system, who were referred to as independent business executives. You know, when P1 started, people were getting paid millions. You see somebody receive a lot of 3-point-something million as commission and all that. But after a while, the company has discovered that these people, they will just get this money and in fact, the first thing is change your wardrobe. You have to you know when money comes like this, a whole lot of things start coming to your mind. But the basic thing, which is having your own home, so that you won't be thinking about rent every year, because even if you pay rent now, before you know it, you are already in another November. That's just how it works. But when you have your own home, irrespective of whatever is happening, so P1 now came up with P1 business owners to ensure partners have their own home, so that you don't end up telling people, buy into this, pointing people, you talk so well that people believe you, they buy, but you don't have. So that was how PBO started in May this year, and I bet you that in less than 2 years, there are some people here that will get the key to their houses. Yes. No, I can beat my chest on that. Yes. Because I know P1 delivers. P1 delivers. So let's move to PBO business. So PBO means P1 business owners. That's what it means. P1 business owners. As a pioneer of real estate industry and following our vision of making home ownership dream a reality, P1 Group designed this program for her members to begin their journey towards owning their own property by subscribing to a house or to a land in any of the P1 companies. From any of the 16 affiliates that we have, you can subscribe to any of them. And then the program is designed for you to become a proud owner of a land or house ranging from 1.5 million to 60 million, depending on your capacity. Subscribe for it, and you will pay it with so much ease. You have a period of It gives you the liberty to choose the best payment plan suitable for you and suitable for your budget and work with it. It's very, very P1 has estates in various locations in Nigeria, and you can choose from any of these locations. Interestingly, if you don't want any of the locations we have, you can choose where you have land. If you said, okay, I don't like any of the places that P1 has land, you can give us your own land, and we will build them for you. Depending on what you subscribe for, is it 15 million naira for a 2-bedroom apartment, or is it for duplex, or 60 million, depending on whichever one you P1 owner or PBO is a member of the P1 group that starts his or her own business by just subscribing for a house or land. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. So if you're here, you are new, you're in this place, as you're subscribing, you already started immediately. Commission is coming, you are moving. You just give yourself a period of 2 to 5 years to stop paying rent in Lagos. That's one of the best things that can happen to anyone, that you're not thinking about rent. Because there are so many things people can think about. Thinking about children's school fees. Look at this year now. Today lockdown, tomorrow they open. There some schools will say this. You have all those things to battle with, and then at the same time the landlord will come and knock and say, are you aware that your rent has expired? You can't tell him that you're not paying. Don't you see what is happening in the country? Because that's his own investment too. So that you can imagine you are living in your own house. So you have is a decision you have to make, and people use the platform to do this with so much ease, so that within a space of 5 years, so, and one beautiful thing in PBO is that you earn PVs. What is PV? PV is the currency for P1 business owners program. It's called point value. PV means point values. You will get to know how it works. Every point value accrued is translated to cash. What does that mean? If you subscribe today with a minimum of 52,650 in P1, that 52,650 has gotten you 35 PVs. Because out of that 52,650, 1,650 is your registration, and then 36,000 is the annual fee that we pay. We pay it on an annual basis. Then the 15,000 is the minimum that you can use in subscribing for your land or house. The minimum. That does not mean that if you say 5 years, that every month you just be giving 15,000, and be expecting miracle of multiplication. It's not like that. But the minimum that you can pay is 15,000. But the beautiful part is that when you have people, you have a lot of people that you have spoken to that subscribe into this, and they are paying. Each time that they pay, as they gain these point values, those points count also for you. So you find out that if you subscribe for a 15 million naira house, that maybe by the end of the 2 years or 5 years, you end up not paying up to 15 million. Because those other people that are in your team, whatever payment they make, counts also for you. And those point values, just like we said, will be translated to cash. 50% of that money is paid into your home ownership account, and then 50% of it is paid into your account. Hello?
Hi.
Am I communicating?
Yes.
So you see why it's a very good venture. It's a teamwork. It's not something that you are doing alone. And then you choose the location of your house or your land where you want it to be. You can subscribe for home ownership for your children. You can even subscribe for your children. We have people here that subscribe and also subscribe for their children. You know, one of the best things that you can do for your child is, to have that the child came of age and is not thinking about rent. My grandfather, before I didn't meet him. He died before I was born. But he acquired a lot of land in my town, and that this land is so big that all his children, his grandchildren, once you are a male born into the family, the moment you get 18 years, they will give you your own plot of land. So right now, even to his great grandchildren, they are getting their lands. So you can imagine that you subscribe for your children, you pay for them. By the time they came of age, they already have a house. The child is not thinking about rent. You choose to pay monthly, you can pay bi-monthly, or you can pay quarterly. So you can either pay monthly, you can pay once in 2 months, or you can pay quarterly in every quarter, every 3 months. You have to discipline yourself. If it means to give a standing instruction in the bank, or just think about a way to do that. Condition your mind and tell yourself that within 5 months I can achieve this. 5 years or 2 years I can achieve this. You can also win a brand new car. You can qualify for all expense paid trips abroad. These are the benefits of being a PBO. These are the things that you stand for. And a PBO, we have 12 ways you can earn income as a PBO. 12 ways. 1, direct recruitment bonus. And I'm happy to announce to us, like this month, we have what we call double referrals bonus. Like if you refer someone now, and the person registers with 52,650. Sorry, what's the name? If Ebere Amaka refers, she's the one that brought her, and she registers with 52,650. From that money that she paid, Pwan will pay you 7,200. And because it happens this month that we have double referrals bonus, you will get 14,400. And then the person who brought you will get 5,760. That's your upline. Then your upline will get 2,880 from the same registration that she did. Just from her 52,000, you got 14,400 because it happened this month. And he is your upline. Assuming he's your upline, he will get 5,760. And then the person that brought him will get 280. So you can imagine 5 people or 10 people this month. You get 144,000 just for registering people. We've not even started talking about sales. We're talking about registering. So the benefits are enormous. And then the second one, indirect recruitment bonus. This one is in 2 levels. That's the one that your upline will get. And then your upline will get 2,880. And then we have direct sales commission. This direct sales commission is that you yourself make sales. Hello? You yourself make sales. As a PBO, if you make sales, a PBO that registered with 52,650, you will get paid 15%. If your client paid something like 100 million, calculate 15%. You get 15%, and then indirect commission. If she makes sales, you will get 5%. And then if she brings in someone and the person makes it, she gets 5%, and then you get 3%. Then for you to be entitled to this 3%, you must have had 5 people under you already that registered with 52,650 for you to be entitled to that. And then we have what we call center recruitment bonus. As a PBO, an assistant manager in PBO, you can have a center where you coordinate trainings for people. And then in that center, whenever registration is done there or sales and all that, we also have bonus. Center recruitment bonus. Anybody that is registered in that center pays the company pays. And then in that center, if anybody that was registered in that center makes sales, you also get commission bonus. Sorry. And then PBO monthly performance bonus. We have annual performance bonus, which is different from the normal performance bonus I said we will pay by March. And then we have PBO PV bonus. We have elite to VIP bonus. We will get to that. You will see all that. Manager or leadership bonus, and then directors bonus. These are the 12 ways it happens. So this is me up there. I bring my 5, and then I teach my 5 to bring their 5s. And this is how we keep growing faster and together. How to make money using the point value. Every time you recruit a PBO, you earn. What did I say PBO is? Point value. Point value. Anytime you recruit a PBO, you earn a PV. And then each time a PBO recruited by you subscribe for her home ownership, you still earn PV. No, you recruited someone, you earn PV. Anytime that person makes payment for his land or house, is translated to PV and it counts for you, so you earn it. And every time a PBO recruited by you does make his or her monthly deposit, you earn it. It keeps working like that. Illustration. Okay, assuming you recruit 5 PBOs who also do the same. This is what will happen in your business in 8 months or years or any time in between. Please know PBs are accumulated in 9 years. So this is how it starts. 2 times 35 PB equals to 420 naira. So this is how it works. 35 PB times 5 give you 2,100. And then it keeps going like that till it gets to 205 million. You know, this is the first 5. And then those 5 will now bring in their 5. Then those ones keep spreading like that. Let me tell you, you talk to people as you can. If you talk to just very few people, maybe 1 or 2 people, you know, there are some people that in their mind already they are so negative. You just come in and say, hey, so you mean if I make sales now, they will pay you? and because of it, I say, so she will just sit down in the house, I'll come and make sales, they will pay you. The person will not work. But let me working for anybody. She brought me into this business. She brought me 2 weeks into the business. She relocated. She left. In fact, she was not even there to tell me, Precious, this is how it's about it. She left. But what did I do? Every Tuesday, just like you're seated here, I always come for training. I will come, I will sit down, they will talk. The same thing that I said week, I will come the same thing. I kept, because I know I'm working for myself. Even though I know that any sales I make them, she usually gets commission. But no more now because she's not active again. But I didn't care. Because come to think of it, then we were even paying 20% and now we've moved to 15%. You know what it means? I sell 1 million, I get 15%. And God is, I'm recruiting people, the people under me are selling, I'm getting 5%. So why would I say, she will sit down there or make sales? Don't think like that. So this is how it keeps going. These 5 will bring their own 5, and then it keeps spreading like that. And this is just at any stage you're aiming. This is what you keep aiming till you get. That's huge. That's huge. There are 9 levels in P1 here. Sorry. Okay, level 1, you sign on. That's the first thing to start. How many of us here are coming for the first time or have not even registered? Okay? Okay, we have, I know it will be done today. So this is the first starting point. Sign up. Don't wait until you understand everything. Sign on. In the course of time, you will understand everything. Some of you here that work in different organizations, Before you started working, did you say, I must learn everything? I must learn everything. When I got my first job in Diamond Bank, I've never done marketing in my life. I don't even know, but I used to think I'm an introvert, but I can't even talk to people. So to now say you are in 2 courses for training, after the training, I didn't even know where to start. But what did I do? I had to start. In the course of the job, I learned. So now I can stand and talk to as many people as I can. So the first step is sign up. And then when you sign up, you bring your 5. When you come on board, you bring your 5 PBOs and you become an assistant manager. That's level 2. That's where I am now. Please, can you clap for me? Then I'm working towards this, and you know this time I will get there. You know, this one, you develop 5 assistant managers. What does that mean? Those 5 that you brought in, train them to bring their 5. So you mustn't be the only one doing the work. But that does not mean that you will not say, let me cross my leg and rest. You keep recruiting. You don't stop recruiting as a PBO. That's why in the bank, they don't stop opening accounts. No matter the number of accounts they have, they keep opening accounts. Because there are some that will go dormant. You get? So those 5 that you have, from those team members, train 5 get their own 5. The moment they get their own 5, you now have 50 PBOs. You become a team manager. When you have 30 PBOs in your team, you become a manager, and you will be celebrated. And then you now train those 5 under you to also under them to become assistant managers. Then they themselves will move up to manager, and then you will become a senior manager. And then develop 5 senior managers with 20,000 PVs on each pillar. You have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you develop 5 senior managers, and on each of those legs, you should have 20,000 PVs. Which will make it a total of 100,000. So what it simply means is that if you have 100,000 PVs, there is nothing, but maybe in some legs you have 5 and 10. You still have not gotten there. You have to have on each leg 20,000 PVs, making it a total of 100, and you become a senior manager. You can work it. You know, if you see all those people that move from marketing to branch manager, you can ask them how they do. But when you get to each level, you will be trained. You understand how this thing works. So as you are bringing in people, you are arranging them very well on your legs. So by the time you become a senior, you get to this level. These are the benefits. 1.2 million naira cash will be given to you. Remember, you've been collecting your referral bonuses, all those things. So that one is not part of it. So this 1.2 million naira is not even part of those money. So you will get 1.2 million naira and all expense paid trip for 2. If you're married, you can go with your spouse, or a plot of land worth 1.5 million. I said, okay, I don't want to travel, give me a plot of land. We'll now give you a plot of land worth 1.5 million. Hi, please can we clap for you? This year, in the midst of COVID-19, in the midst of Corona, in the midst of whatever they call it in the whole world, Pwan gave me a plot of land. Wow. I got a plot of land this year. Please, clap. Yes, this person standing, I got a plot of land. It was, in fact, the day TMD gave me that land, I was crying. I couldn't hold it. I couldn't hold it. I said, precious in Lagos. I didn't pay for it. I got it free. That's after I've gotten my commission and all that. Because I met the condition for the. Stop running! Because I made the condition for the promo. So there was a promo within that period, and I met, and that was it. So it's a thing of joy. And you know, land is a timeless gift. Yeah. It's a timeless gift. That land that I got now, if I tell you how it has appreciated now, So this person you're seeing here is a
one lady.
So P1 they keep to their words. Yeah. Yes. And then develop 5 Sapphire managers with 100,000 PVs on each pillar, making a total of 500,000 PVs. Please, one thing I want you to know, don't look, these figures, they are saying 1,000, 10,000, 20,000. Don't be moved by figures. Don't be moved by it. When you hear this figure, say the greater one lives in me.
Yes, sir.
You know, because the greater one lives in me, I can do all things. And when you have that mentality of I can do all things, you will crush whatever it is. Yeah. Alright? Then the benefits, when you get to this level, is 1.5 million naira cash, and a rent subsidy worth 1.5 million naira. Well, they will give you 1.5 million. Then rent, they will subsidize your rent. Maybe they will give you and say, how much is the rent? Maybe if you say it's 3 points, or they'll give you 1.5. And then 6 million naira car fund. Wow. 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 Then level 7, as a diamond manager, you develop 5 emirate managers with 500,000 PVs on each pillar, making it a total of 2.5 million PVs. When you get to this level, you have a house worth 30 million. People will give you a house worth 30 million naira. Do you know why I can beat my chest and say this is happening? It will happen. So if you're saying, I'm telling you it will happen. Right in my, at least I've told you how I got my own land. And then secondly, I know how many people, so many people, so many partners that were going through challenges last year that P1 paid their rent for them. Yes. The very first house our chairman and GMB rented in this Lagos after they came out of the housing challenge they had down there in Shogoto. That house is still there. They are still paying for it. They are not living there. And some partners that have one housing issue or the other, they can accommodate you there until you are able to get back to it. They are still paying for that place. So if they are doing it, this house worth 30 million, somebody will be getting.
Amen.
And who is that person?
It's me.
Me.
It's me.
Precious.
It's me.
Yes.
It's me.
This year in March, that car that was given to our current ambassador is worth 10 million naira. 10 million naira brand tear-over Jeep was given to her. So is it this, what is Katie shaking me? They will do it, and I will get it.
I'll get it.
Then kitchen and household furniture worth 10 million. I was talking with one of my sisters here. She said one of the best places she liked working on is her kitchen. The person knows, she knows herself. You can imagine kitchen and household furniture worth 10 million. When they enter your kitchen and when they finish, in fact, you won't even be going to the room or sitting room, just in the kitchen. You know, brand new car worth 15 million. If they gave an ambassador 10 million naira car this year, is it 15 million naira car they can? Then all expense paid for the family. Jesus. And 6 million naira travel allowance. I will just get there, enter one. If I enter one mall and tell them enter. Pick whatever you want. Father, mother, and 4 kids. Hey! Jesus is Lord.
Amen.
Let's clap for God. It's so amazing.
Yes.
It works. Then level 8 diamond director, a PBO with at least 3 diamond managers will be recognized as a diamond director. Let me tell you one thing I love about this. That's why I said I must get to this level. It says privileges will personally be communicated. You know?
You name your price.
You know, there are some companies when you're looking for a job, they don't invite you for an interview, they'll call you for a chat. You know, you sit down and say, okay, what can you offer us? And this is what we can give to you. What can you give to us? So So when you get to this level, P1 is saying there's no need publishing it here. The benefits, the privileges will be personally communicated to you. So that's huge, right?
Yeah.
And we must all get here.
Amen.
Let me tell you, we have to get here. Because if you get to heaven, you don't all the things you will get here, you don't need it. So enjoy it here. And you know, God has given us all things to enjoy here on earth. Thank God for P1. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Level 9 is National Director. Wow. That's level 9. Wow. Then how to subscribe? For those of you coming for the first time, register with 1,650 from an associate video. Then there is an admin fee that we pay. When you pay that 36 together with the 1,650, it will give you 25 PV. That was what I told us earlier. Then you can now subscribe. The minimum subscription fee is 15,000 naira. Have I pay 15? If you pay 15,000, you become a classic PBO. Then if you register with 150,000, you are an elite PBO. It fetches you 100 plus the 25 PV equals that 25 PV from the 37,650. Are you getting this? Okay, so it will now fetch you one bonus points. And then as a VIP, so when you're talking to people, there are some people that when you meet them, don't tell the person pay 15,000. There are some people that is comfortably VIP PBOs. They pay 1.5 million. And the moment that person pays that 1.5 million, it fetches him 1,000 PV. And you who brought him in will also, that 1,000 PV will count for you. Like if she comes on board now with 1.5 million, she has 1.5, she has 1,000 PV, and you also have 1,000 PV. And even your upline, and it keeps going like that. So, and it keeps going. So anytime she makes payments on a monthly basis or by monthly or quarterly, whatever amount she pays, she gets PV and it also counts for you. And that's how you continue until, but in a month that you didn't just have anything at all to pay at least 15,000. And then that's how it goes. Then these are the account details, please. For those of you coming for the first, you can snap it. Make your payment into this account and then get started. Make your registration payment and also your initial deposit into the account. This is our website. And then get your referral, your link to the person you introduce. You know, one thing I like so much about this link is so user friendly. You know, before we used to, when you're bringing in someone, you get paper, view. If you come to P1, you see heaps of papers trying to, give you a lot of work to PH back. If you come to PH back, then you see 5. But now it's so easy. Just send your link to the person. You don't even, but if the person said, okay, I'm so busy, okay, the person should give you his or her details. Click on that your link. Get the person. It doesn't even take more than 2-3 minutes. And the moment the registration is successful, the person gets an automated email from P1. That mail carries the person's login details. As in, is successful, just call the person he has gotten the link. It's automated. So with the login details, the person can log into his account and then do other things. So this is how to get started. Congratulations, you are now a PBO.